You can't see me. Oh, maybe you can. Dang it. Howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here. I know. I never said I was right in the head. But you think I'm crazy, you should see my sister Dina. I knew I shouldn't have dropped her on her head so many times. Just saying. Anyway, she'll get me back for this. It's May 4th, 2016. Wednesday morning. It is 10:11 a.m. Yes, we've been up for a while, piddle farting around. We've been up early, since about 8. You know, the dogs. They've been doing the piddling and the farting. We've just been around. It is overcast. It was supposed to rain last night. Got us all excited. Wind comes up just a little bit. Really overcast. Water, you know, the ocean out here, the bay was really choppy and stuff. We might have got 2 raindrops. I know, everybody else living in Florida goes, wait, it's coming. But it's supposed to rain today too. That's why we haven't gone to the beach yet. We have found some beaches that we'll be able to take the dog to. We'll get to that in a moment. Right now, it is 68 degrees out. Real feel temperature 69. I felt cold outside. The high will be 80 and the low will be 59. Brad's gone. Taking a shower. By the way, howdy, 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 Teresa here. You know, I like to mix it up. I gotta see what my friend Dina, my sister, just sent me a long good morning PM like she does every morning, and then I answer back and stuff. But anyway, I know I easily distracted, right? Like I said, Bradman is off showering. We just use the shower facilities here now because, like my husband said, you know, use their hot water. You know, so we don't use our propane, you know, and stuff. But use their hot water and their shower facility, which is part of the monthly rent we pay. And, you know, it just makes sense. So he's off showering, and then we're going to go into town here in a little bit. But yesterday, what did we do? We ended up going into town because, I need to get some bug repellent and some anti-itch stuff. And then, what else did we need to get? I guess that was it. Oh, we wanted to go for lunch, stop at one of the little, you know, the little portable trailers that they have the eateries in. You know how you would have at fairgrounds where they have those? Well, they have those at different spots here, and there was a seafood one that we'd heard about. We wanted to stop. It was good. It was expensive, though. We're not going to do that, you know, very often because we're on a very limited income, you know. You know, but it was fun to experience and stuff. The kids are yelling out, they're running. What else did we do? I keep thinking there was something else we did, but I can't remember. We came home and we did some more unpacking. My big sunshades for the RV for the front window came in. We were able to take down most of the curtains there and put those up. I'm glad I ordered 2 sets because they were not tall enough for our windshield. So what we ended up doing was using them sideways. So they were tall enough. We put 3 across the front, 1 on the side window, and then we left one curtain panel up on one side window. So, but it opened it up more, and it will keep it cool in here because you know that those sunshades are reflective. So, you know, it'll keep it cooler in here, and that'll be nice. And I think that was all. Oh, I want to give a big thank you to my friend Beth Wheeler. She sent me my first piece of love mail here. She sent me this beautiful, she hand makes these cards. And this beautiful card. I'm not going to read what it says inside because it's personal, but yep, that's just beautiful. I am probably going to hang this on my wall. You know, I'm going to hang it on my wall. Here I have some of that poster putty, so I'm going to keep this. Thank you so much, Beth. That really meant a lot. It's a beautiful card, as always. Let's see, what else did we do? I had made those green peppers, stuffed green peppers in the crock pot. And I had done enough I had used 4 peppers, which I cut them in the middle. So that's 2 halves. So we had plenty, and our neighbor, his wife, had a seizure a couple of nights ago. And she'd been in the hospital for a couple of days. You know, these are real nice people. When we first got here and stuff, they brought over some deer sausage and fresh green beans. He did. So, Charlie, that's enough. That's enough. So we know what it's like when you get out of the hospital, you know, and you're tired and you don't feel good, and usually whoever is with you needs to go get prescriptions that the hospital is giving you to get filled. And stuff, and just, you know, you feel frazzled. So I told my husband, I said, you know, I made more than enough. Why don't you go ahead and take over supper for them? And he did, and they were thrilled. And, you know, it's just that kind of neighborly helping out, you know, that makes the difference. So that made me feel good. I think Brad is making biscuits and gravy. With, you know, sausage gravy tonight. We're going to run into town here in a little bit. But, also, I was watching the movie Fried Green Tomatoes. Because I love that movie. And a friend of mine, Max, had did a post about Tawanda. And if you're familiar with the movie, you'll know what that means. And, so I'm like, oh, I got to watch that movie again. So, I did that last night while I did some looming. Oh, and while we were unpacking, we finally found our solar battery thing, so we'll be able to get that charged and stuff. Which was nice, you know, because it'll charge, laptops and cell phones and that kind of stuff. You know, might as well use the sun's energy as much as you can. You know. But anyway, so this is what I'm working on right now. Red and yellow. You know, this is that fuzzy baby Burnett. I think Dina sent me that. And I really love it. So I'm making a red and yellow hat right now. And I was having a dream last night about making this shawl. You should see the shawl that Dina's making. It's just gorgeous. It's so pretty. It reminds me of the stuff my great-grandmother used to do. She used to do doilies like that. And it's just beautiful. Her channel is Mosquito Valley Vlogs. Go over there and check her out. And check out the work she's doing. She's crocheting now, and it's just breathtaking. I'm in awe. So yeah, today we're going to run into town. I want to get some more, we're utilizing every little bit of space we have in this RV. So I need to get some little baskets and stuff. Because you know where the cabinets are, then there's a space like this, where you could hang something to hold stuff. So, I need to get 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 9, there. So, maybe 10. I will get 10. you know, whatever I find. So I'm going to go Dollar Tree for that. You know, and then we're just going to use screws and attach them to the wall. And it will be able to hold stuff. And then in the bedroom, too, we're going to use, we have some big bins, you know, that they're open. And so we're going to use those on the wall going down because we don't have enough room for our clothes. And we reduced a lot of our clothes, but you know, so we're going to do that. And I needed to get what, push pins and I don't know, something else. A plastic shoe bin because I broke the one. We're using those plastic shoe bins to feed and water the dogs because, you know, they're you know, like a shoebox, but they're plastic. They work out great for the dog food and water, and they don't take up much space. So that's another space saver, and they don't spill. But I accidentally broke the water one last night. I dropped something on it, and it was old enough and brittle enough that it broke. So I'm gonna get that. Oh, and last night my daughter texted me. My granddaughter sliced open her finger. She was in shop class, and they were using an X-Acto knife, and you know, it was right on her knuckle right here. You know, it was on her left hand right here, and they glued it. They had to take her to the ER. They end up gluing it shut. You know, and I guess she did that about 3 seconds before another kid cut himself, and I guess his was down to the bone. So thank goodness it wasn't real severe. You know, but we called and talked with them all a little bit. My daughter fell. She was at a training class at the college, and she fell, and she ended up spraining both ankles, her wrist, and messed up her back even more. She's been going for physical therapy because she's been having trouble with her legs going numb. Now, she has a job where she sits a lot, you know, where she sees her clients and stuff. She sits a lot. They even got her work even got her what's called a standing desk, you know, it all raised up and stuff, so she can stand to help, you know, alleviate that. She's been going to physical therapy. They've done the MRI and everything. Now, they messed up on the MRI, and she didn't notice on the paperwork because, you know, you don't think you'd have to double check everything that they write out, that they had accidentally put for an upper spinal MRI instead of the lower. So she's going to have that looked into. Physical therapist thinks there may be a problem with her spine, so, you know, say a prayer for her. It'll all be okay, but, you know, we're kind of worried about that. Well, you know, hoping for the best. Which brings me to what we're thinking of is, we've kind of made the decision that we're going to need to stay here longer because we have to live as cheaply as possible. We don't want to go buy some land or get a contract for deed for if it's not the right piece of land. And we don't really know this area well enough to know if anybody would just like lease their land to us. We don't want to get so many bills we really can't afford because as soon as we still haven't heard on the Obamacare, but as soon as that gets through, like I was telling you guys yesterday, my husband has to go have that back looked at. He even admits now that he's like, I don't think there's any way he could even work a part-time job. He said that. And it's like, we're going to try and get him on disability because it's just, the back is just so bad. You know, he's still, even with that egg crate, he sleeps a little bit better, but not that much. And no, he's not on any kind of pain meds other than Aleve, because they're going to have to reassess that all and do new MRIs and everything. And he, like I said, he needs to have a lot of dental work done, and he needs to have new eyeglasses. You know, this is why we moved out here. He's in a lot of pain. So we're going to need to stay living here or living somewhere where we can do it as cheaply as possible. Now, ideally, what would be nice is if we could find someone that kind of needs somebody to kind of help do things around their place. Whether it was fixing stuff or helping, cleaning or moving some stuff that he and I could do, and charge just real low, like that we would pay them a real low fee, of a couple $100 a month, to basically be on their land. And they had like a septic tank or a sewer. We would need electricity, and we would need to be able to get water. Now, that doesn't mean that we have to have water hooked up to us full time, but we need to be able to run a hose long enough to fill our tanks. So it's kind of be like semi-boondocking, but we wouldn't need to have electricity because, it's expensive running the generator for too long, and with the heat and stuff. And trust me, that would be much quieter than a generator, and we would need to be able to have access to a septic or a sewer, so, time will tell, and then we would need to be able to either put a dog kennel up, buy one and put one up. They're only like $150 at Walmart, or a small fenced-in area, but it has to be 6 feet tall. So we'll see. Because like I said, he's going to have to get some help here or wherever we live. Because it's just come to that point. It is hard with the dogs, because they aren't getting as much exercise as we would like them to get, but we're working on that. But that brings us to the point where we're looking into getting a little bit better internet, because the internet is very spotty. My husband even noticed last night when I was watching the movie, and he was trying to work on his computer and just trying to get internet. It's just so spotty and stuff that, so we're working on boosting that. And I did order a different toilet, because, see, my husband can't even sit on this toilet in this bathroom. And it's classic with most of the older RVs and stuff. I mean, you literally have maybe 3 inches on either side of that toilet when you go in there. Seriously. There's no way to remove the cabinet because part of it is wired and stuff. So, he and I talked about ordering a different toilet. And see, basically right now we just have a bucket with a toilet seat on it. Well, that gets a little old. And, you'd like to be able to flush and stuff. So, I ordered a different one. It's got a water tank on top, a 3-gallon one, and a 5-gallon holding tank on the bottom that you can disconnect and dump. So that'll be nice. So we got a new shitter coming in. Right, honey?
Right, baby.
Oh, Spanky Man is back. You can hang your towel in the bathroom too. He just went and took a shower. Got himself all gussified.
Fixed the shower.
Oh, yeah, okay. And, anyway, so what I'm getting at is we're looking at living in the RV longer term, because we just are really afraid of accumulating a bunch of bills that we can't really afford, because, very quickly, that's what happens. And unless he gets on, until he gets on disability, we really can't afford to get back in a house and stuff. So, which is okay. His health is most important. So, and then the last thing, guys, I don't know if you can see, it's not really showing up real well there, but it looks like I have the chicken pox all over. You see my legs. I don't know what's eating me alive. Brad's got a few of them, but they really like me.
You're tasty.
So, I got some of that Cutter bug repellent yesterday. I sprayed some of that on. Probably need to spray some more on. I got some anti-itch stuff, which wasn't even cutting it. So I went back to the calamine clear, which is helping a little bit. But, I mean, it's like even last night I was up a good portion of the night scratching. And it's just... I'm surprised Brad hasn't gotten a marker out. Started playing connect the dots.
Just one dot.
Just one dot?
Just one dot.
Why?
All over your body.
Oh, all over my body? Yeah, between the freckles and all the bug bites? Yeah, I look like I have chicken pox. But, so... He's killing me. So, anyway, but it's all good. We'll get it figured out. You know, it's a nice day out. It's a nice day because Brad smells better now. Yeah, we're going to get breakfast going, and we're going to run in town, run Dollar Tree, you know. And then he's got to get some cable for the TV. First of all, he's got to look and make sure that TV works. You know, we haven't watched TV in 3 weeks. You know, I'm not a big TV watcher anyway, but it's free here, and sometimes it'd be nice to kind of kick back and watch a TV program. Anyway, we will talk to you guys later, and we love you guys, and we cherish your friendship. We hope you're all doing well, and we will talk to you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.